You know, he had aces. I flopped the kings and I flopped draw.
They caught me.
They found me.
Fuck, man. And the straight draw.
Live players just can't wait to fucking
balls.
flip a nice
Why
state.
would
They're just like, they're
Oh, Andy shows me.
He's not going to
So it's a hard to not draw.
shaking. Need like a
No plus draw.
nine
Just
thirds.
wants to
How's
get
it-
money
how's it
back
feel to
from
be a
thinking
loser?
humble one.
Is this the losing corner again?
Everyone's winning here, okay, guys?
Usually the corner.
You call, hey, you call
I'm
Joey?
in life.
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I would have put you all in.
While
on
you're
the
playing a
turn.
stupid game.
Wow.
for fun,
Was it against Joey?
I hope. Or maybe money out of it.
Joey.
So, you definitely say.
Well played.
Although, I guess my initial plan was. Actually, I don't know. I like
Yeah, you should have jammed the flop and then put your money in back.
You know they're
Double down.
coming in.
No,
There we go.
Wait, 65?
No,
Coming in
no,
hot.
no.
Dylan is raising a lot of hands after it's been limped to
You
him,
like your plan? That's how it worked out?
which I like.
Which would have turn?
Can't.
You got kings.
If I know you.
I had like queen. I had 10 8, 10 8 9, 10.
Oh, I thought you had
Nine.
aces. That's why I didn't. I'm like, I don't think he's folding
Gets
aces.
3 calls.
If I thought you had a straight draw, I would have bet. I'm too good, bro.
Check. You know I'm aces heavy, so I agree.
When you said top 7, I'm like, you have top 1.
Top 7.
Obvious on you.
When you have the
Top 7.
Yeah.
I gotta balance my
When he
range
flops
or
the best
what
of
I
it
can
Fuck
say.
yourself.
I really
Queen.
did.
You actually,
Fuck
you
myself
really
money,
did.
I know.
However, he does have a gutter
I
and a
figured
backdoor
at that point.
flush.
I think so.
And plus, it's just a rule. When I have kings, everybody has aces, and I don't win with them.
Hey, that can work out though.
115?
Yeah, obviously not.
Oh, excuse me. Wayne has 2 pairs.
Why couldn't you get crazy with your ace of hearts or something, bro?
I had that's all I had.
Your image is
He
like
bets and
Yeah,
takes
ace was
it
my
down.
best card.
Could you
Great
just
image.
flat to bluff,
Very good.
and then maybe you fold?
I already tried to bluff him on
Pre-flop?
just full
If you
bogus
watch
shit,
this
guy.
and you watch my hand pre-flop,
I saw one hand yesterday.
No,
with
mine has to be
you
like
got
3 times
Jack,
bigger
Jack,
than
like
the
3,
bluff would be
4.
more effective.
I thought that was a little questionable.
Huh? Yeah, 100 on the turn.
for his stream.
Yeah.
I play more questionable when there's,
Yeah. Audience.
Easy come, easy go, Andrew. Yeah, come, easy go.
You ain't gotta tell me, brother.
Easy come, easy go.
I mean, if I don't get called in that spot, I probably
I'm really good at making money.
Straddle 25?
close to the nuts.
We have a straddle for
20.
25.
Okay.
Can you lie on stream?
No, there's a
Can't really,
rule.
Straddle
can't really
20.
lie on
There's a
stream.
rule prohibiting
People
it.
have. I mean, I know.
They execute you.
Yeah,
Like me lying right now?
Feldman changed you in the
It'll be the
dungeon.
dumbest shit in the world.
Well, then I would
It'll
just
be
say,
the
like,
dumbest thing you could ever do.
I would just
Like,
say
you
that the
look at
cards
your
are
biggest-
lying
be
or
a
something.
shit
I would
draw.
continue the lie.
Machiavelli.
Unless it's a joke. You would literally look
Joey
at the
with ace,
biggest
king,
piece of shit.
queen,
You're lying on the
5,
street.
1
People lie all
suits.
the time.
That's how you
I
know
would
the
say that the
person's a
cards
piece
are
of
lying.
shit. You're lying when you're on stream. It's like, this, you're a real piece of shit. You can't help yourself here. It's like, you
I know, you're
Yeah.
gonna get checked.
Compulsive lying like I'm too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Patrick Curran, shout out.
That's for the stream?
Oh, what's up, boys?
Hey, do it for the stream.
Do it for that.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not gonna leave you hanging.
Let's go.
Raise 65?
Alright.
Get it, Wayne.
Raises
You got the man.
Jack,
Oh, it's my
eight,
nemesis.
5.
Punish him, Wayne.
Or right,
Remember,
kid.
we're supposed to be absent yesterday, so I
65
can
on
have
the
a seat.
flop. 65 on the flop,
And
Wayne.
Hummer
65 on the
calls.
flop.
65, right there, 65.
Sure, let me, I'll borrow later.
Whole lot of nothing for
65,
both.
Wayne. 65, Wayne.
That kosher.
65, Wayne.
Joey's there instigating.
I think we got it on the live stream.
Oh.
Check, check.
Yeah, 616, you know what it is, you know what it is.
Jack Tyler's good, Wayne.
Take your shot out, man.
Joey's like super Chicago hood.
775.
All the fan of Chicago.
Joey, what's the rougher name in
Pair eights.
LA or
Gang,
Chicago?
gang. We got LA gang too, you know what it is.
What's rougher, LA or Chicago?
What's rougher, man? You know Chicago. We don't play around Chicago. Man.
He's a vice
Chicago's
lord.
the crew. 614-312-718. You know what it is, man. You know what it do. I've been watching these rap videos lately.
Yeah, what it do,
behind the
baby?
scenes and these
World
guys
star
on
hip
camera.
hop.
They're just like 7 yo, and this K1. What's up, man? What's happening? But I'm like, man, I like this guy's energy, man. I gotta start doing that in my videos.
Yeah,
They bring the energy.
PCP does that.
I knew how to get it.
They bring the energy, man. I'm telling you.
And
Exactly.
Were you watching like Young Jeezy or something?
Nah, man. Behind the scenes,
See
little
if you
pump.
don't.
Oh, no, pump. I didn't know. Never heard of Never heard.
No, Takashi
got
69
Chicago
behind the
over
scenes making the video, you know.
Is that straddle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The
The only
straddle.
thing you
Let me
watch
know
behind the
next
scenes is on Pornhub.
Avi calls first to act with 988 deuce double suited.
They're entertaining.
Jack with the 10s.
I want to get a porn star on my podcast.
Suited to the king.
Oh, I can make that.
Not fuck up porn star on your podcast.
I could 100%.
Did you listen to the new?
I could 100%
podcast
make it
where
happen.
They had one of the.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be another
Tim Ferriss. He had a
flipped
really,
around
really
pot.
good podcast with one of
Ah,
the
man.
bunnies from the
Didn't
Bunny
you
Ranch.
learn a big line about the fuck
Actually
race?
sick. It was a super good podcast.
Interesting, and then it was a little too much for me. Like I just.
Amr comes in
being
with
that
a raise.
role,
Ah,
that role for too long.
Like, I
like,
wish I had a
I don't know.
stack. If
Okay,
I had a
good to
stack,
be back.
It was
like,
for a while. Like I do
fucking
agree, and then
calling you
I
and
just
just
start to like.
taking your money. Actually, if I had a stack, I
feel
would have
bad, I
raised.
guess. I don't know.
It would be a
Like,
3-bet
how much
fall
did you
down.
make?
Fuck
Give me
you.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
and that's fine. Like repression and stuff, but it's just like it's
I'm
hard
just losing.
to.
I got that nice little thing.
Middle of summer, I'm freezing,
With
baby.
4, 5, 6,
Believe me,
7. There's a
baby.
bit of a
Colder than
decision.
a rock is that?
Tons of money and then being
man.
responsible and
Raise.
entrepreneurial. I don't think
And he
it's
raises.
I think you're right. I think for
maybe I
me,
can
it
still
was
do
just
it.
hard.
Get the bag. I get the
You know what I'm
bag and
saying?
flip and flip it.
Okay.
He's probably hoping to isolate Amr,
Oh, what the
and
fuck, bro?
This podcast
Bruh.
also he probably determined that it's been since it's been lived around. Amr could be raising light.
Ooh.
Interesting to have like Tim Ferriss.
Laying the
too,
gauntlet
too,
down
like,
a
he's
You're not winning.
It's just so two different worlds.
So I bet my hand for sure.
$5
$5 side bet. How much you have? I'll take what I
He's
have.
like great. I mean, he's.
And he does have position on Amr once again.
I can't lie.
I know
We
that's
can't
right.
lie.
But if you lie about this, then you're just like,
If
I have a really
Position
bad
is
hand.
very
I'll be a
important with
minus
yellow.
My hand's not that good, but it's.
if everyone
More so
was
than No
playing well
Limits.
that way, like my hand might be okay, but
So your hand's probably better than mine.
I mean, if
Your
everybody
hand's
likes
better
their hand,
I think your hand's better than mine.
That counts.
I'd have it pretty bad.
What do you want to know?
It's a life
But bad to use probably like my hand, like to me my hand was like a monster, but it was really
He's
bad.
close to a point flip with just 7 high.
Hey,
He flops a pair in the bottom rack.
Yeah.
Amr has top pair, but can't imagine him being too thrilled with just the top pair on a pretty wet board. Goes check, check.
Magic. You back to magically make it disappear. Hey, you look really stoned.
Flush
Magic
comes in,
high as
8
fuck.
comes in. That card really hurts
That's
Joey.
what I like, baby. That's what I like to hear. Oh, yeah, it's open.
Fortunately for him, Amr doesn't have a flush or a full house, so he's actually still drawing to some life cards. That's out 350.
This is more exciting.
Amr makes the call.
Middle of summer, I'm freezing, baby.
Joey gets there.
Check.
I don't know if he'll necessarily go value. It will be a really thin value bet.
You can beat Ace King 9-10.
Yeah, he's checking it back.
Straight.
I have eights. I have fucking eights. I say I have fucking eights.
It's a good check.
We could
It
be a
wasn't
lot more
over,
than ace queen.
actually.
Why do you have to get fucking wild with this when I have pocket eights?
I'd be a little irritated.
I think it was
You
eights
had to
and
fold
not
the
nines.
8s.
But if not, I owe you
Turn
money.
quads.
8, 9 deuce double suited. Could have been 9, 9, 8 deuce.
Even if it was an 8, it's still.
Oh yeah, even
No,
8.
no, I have a flush.
Plus, I'm pretty sure it's 8, 8, 9
But you guys
deuce.
bet against your own hands.
What else?
I 8, 9 deuce double suited. So I know to me that's a monster.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
really?
Call me Triple.
yeah, I was definitely right. No.
I had another Broadway.
And
Joe, remember we were talking about
Yeah,
that
definitely.
earlier?
3 Broadways you're raising?
And hotel
I'm
room?
so pissed right now. What about? Just take all his money.
What gets
I beat both of them too.
I
I
did
see
it- I did
through
it,
way too
yeah.
many hands.
I have a nightmare for this.
I did it
This
anyway,
guy's on it.
Joey, what do you have? Tell me first.
45.
have a
Wow,
top-
Joey
got
picks up
poppy.
double
Seven. He has a
suited
top,
aces
pop.
again.
I have a top.
45 call and
I don't know what the
7%.
fucking top 7 hand is in Omaha.
Yeah, come on.
I have a top.
English, please.
I have a
Top
top.
Top shelf rating.
Top 7 hand.
What is it? What is it? What do you have?
Top 7 hand.
What does that mean?
I'm telling you, you don't know what that. No, I just put a top
Calls
7
with
hand.
What,
double
okay, can you
suited,
name
ace
me
jack,
the
9,
top
6.
7 hands in Omaha?
I think that's on Ace 6, 8, 4 double suited, number 1 for me.
I like that one.
Beautiful hand. Ace 6, 8, 4 double suited.
For sure.
I won my biggest fight ever with that hand.
Super solid. Yeah.
Check.
Middle of summer, I'm freezing, baby. Believe me, baby.
Now if he flops a king high flush draw,
Check.
Oh, good.
80 some thousand, I think.
No, pop, pop, pop.
Pop. 185.
and goes for pot.
mistake.
I
think it was a-
I saw your cards.
1-2.
Oh, sorry.
1-2.
One or two.
All of them?
No, I saw
there
one.
is
Here.
I could say it's the Ace of Hearts.
Or no.
Ace of Hearts. Don't show all of them. I
Oh,
also saw
yeah,
the
no,
Ace of
I
Hearts.
didn't. Yeah. I didn't have another heart.
Joey has
Obviously.
Got hardness
I
chest.
promise,
Jack
bro.
blocker
You see what I shoved
and
it
a
in?
backdoor flush draw.
4 hearts.
It's actually close to a
Range.
coin flip here.
Hey, Joe, your backers here. Easy to answer 2 questions.
Free from the one.
This guy's not fucking around.
Check.
I didn't
Break
do
on the
anything.
turn.
Check.
You're gonna
Sorry.
slap
Help
him
either
with it.
player.
My bad.
Check.
Check.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
And Joey checks.
Free from the one.
Check it on.
Check, check. Another blank.
Check.
And Joey shows down the winning hand.
At the turn. I guess I should get my original plan.
Go. You just formulate a plan and stick to it.
That's kind of my plan, actually.
Thank you.
You don't get there. Why would I get there? Why would I get there?
Seems like your life has been paved with struggle and strife.
Sorry.
No.
No, sorry. Wait, how much money do you have?
Thank you.
I know.
You got another player?
No.
No. I just lost some keys. So you know, say he had aces. I flopped. I flopped the keys and I flopped the
They caught me.
Hell
No,
yeah.
no, no.
They found
This
me.
is ace only. Oh, is it handed on?
Fuck, man. And a straight draw.
Live players just can't wait to
Full of
fucking
balls.
fill up a
Why,
night.
why would I
They're
get
just like, they're
Oh,
scouting.
Andy showed me.
He's not gonna play.
So it's like I shaking.
You need like a
No plus draw. Oh,
nine
Just
players.
wants to
How's
get
it-
money
how's it
back
feel to
from
be a
taking
loser?
humble one.
Is this the losing corner again?
Everyone's winning here, okay, guys?
Usually the corner.
You
you
call,
win.
hey, you call
I'm
her.
in life.
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I would have put you all in.
We're all
on
here
the
playing a
turn.
stupid game.
Wow.
for fun?
Was it against Joey?
I hope. Or maybe money, I don't know.
Joey.
So, you definitely
Well
saved
played.
Although, I guess my initial plan was. I don't know. Got like
Yeah, you should have jammed the flop and then put your money in back.
You know they're
Got double down.
coming in.
No,
Here.
no,
There we
no.
go. Wait,
Got it.
65?
No,
Went in
no,
hot.
no.
Dylan is raising a lot of hands after it's been limped to
You
him,
let your plan. That's how it worked out.
which I like.
Which would have turn?
Can't.
You got kings.
If I know you.
I had like queen. I had 10 8, 10 8 9, 10.
Oh, I thought you had
Nine.
aces.
Twelve
That's
pairs?
why I didn't. I'm like, I don't think he's folding
Gets
aces.
3 calls.
I thought you had a straight draw. I would have bet. I'm too good, bro.
Check.
You know I'm aces heavy, so I agree.
When you said top 7, I'm like, you have top 1.
Top 7.
Obvious on you.
When you have the
Top 7.
Yeah.
I gotta balance my
When he
range
flops
there
the
with
best of
hands
it
Fuck
with
today.
yourself.
I really
queen.
did.
You actually
Fuck
wait, you
myself
really
money,
did.
I know.
However, he does have a gutter
I
and a
figured
backdoor
at that point.
flush.
I think so.
And plus, it's just a rule. When I have kings, everybody has aces, and I don't win with them.
Hey, that can work out, though.
115?
Obviously not.
Oh, excuse me. Wayne has 2 pairs.
Why couldn't you get crazy with your ace of hearts or something, bro?
I had a. No, that's all I had.
Your image is
He bets and
Yeah,
takes
ace
it
was my
down.
best card.
Could you
Great
just
image.
flat to bluff,
Very good.
and then maybe you fold?
I know you tried to bluff him. I'm
Pre-flop?
just so
If you
bogus
watch
shit,
this
guy.
and you watch my hands pre-flop,
I saw one hand yesterday.
The pot has to be
You
like
got
3 times
Jack,
bigger
Jack,
than
like
the
3,
bluff would be
4.
more effective.
I thought that was a little questionable.
Alright. 100 on the turn.
for his stream.
Yeah.
I play more questionable when there's, you know.
Yeah. Audience.
Easy come, easy go, Andrew. Easy come, easy go.
You ain't gotta tell me, brother.
Easy come, easy go.
I mean, if I don't get called in that spot, I probably
I'm really good at making money.
About 25?
close to the nuts.
We have a straddle,
Easy go.
20?
25.
Okay. Can you lie on stream? Can you
No, there's a
can't really,
rule.
can't really lie on stream.
There's a rule prohibiting
People
it.
have. I mean, I don't.
They execute you.
Yeah,
Like me lying right now?
Feldman changed you in the
It'll be the
dungeon.
dumbest shit in the world.
Well, then I would
It'll
just
be
say,
the
like,
dumbest thing you ever do.
I would just
Like,
say
you
that the
look at
cards
the
are
biggest
lying.
be a
or something.
shit
I would
show.
continue the lie.
Machiavelli.
Unless it's a joke. You would literally look
Joey
at the
with ace,
biggest
king,
piece of shit.
queen,
You're lying on the
5,
street.
1 suits.
That's how you
I
know
would
a
say that the
person's a
cards
piece
are
of
lying.
shit. You're lying when you're on the stream. It's like, you're a real piece of shit. You can't help yourself here. It's like, you
I
gotta,
know, you're
Yeah.
in check.
Compulsive lying like I'm too.
oh shit.
Yeah. Patrick Curran, shout out.
That's for the stream?
Oh, what's up, boys?
Hey, do it for the stream.
Do it for that.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not gonna leave you hanging.
Let's go.
Raise 65.
Alright.
Get it,
He
Wayne.
raises
You got the
with
man.
jack
Oh,
eight,
my
eight,
nemesis.
five.
Punish him, Wayne.
Or right,
Remember,
kid.
we're supposed to be absent yesterday, so I
65
can have
on
a
the
seat.
flop. 65 on the flop,
And
Wayne.
Palmer
65 on the
calls.
flop.
65, right there, 65.
Just, let me, I'll borrow later.
Whole lot of nothing
65,
for both.
Wayne. 65, Wayne.
Is that kosher?
65, Wayne.
Joey's there instigating.
I think we got it on the live stream.
Oh.
Check, check.
Yeah, 616, you know what it is, you know what it is.
Jack Tyler's good way.
Get
your
your
shot out,
That's
man.
it.
That's
That's
like
it.
Super
Chicago hood.
775.
All the fans from Chicago.
Just like
Jack Tyler, not Jack
Joey,
Tyler.
what's the rougher name?
I
You know
care
what?
eights.
LA or
Gang,
Chicago?
gang, gang.
We got that LA gang city,
Huh?
you know what it is.
What's rougher, LA or Chicago?
What's rougher, man? You know Chicago, we don't play around in Chicago. Man.
He's a
Chicago's
vice
the
lord.
Crew, 614-312-708, you know what it is, man. You know what to do. I've been watching these rap videos lately.
I wanna do
behind
that.
the scenes and these
World
guys
star
on camera,
hip-hop.
They're just like 7 yo, and it's K1, what's up, man? What's happening? But I'm like, man, I like this guy's energy, man. I gotta start doing that in my videos.
For sure.
Yeah,
They bring the energy.
PCP does that.
I knew how to get it.
They bring the energy, man. I'm telling you.
And
Exactly.
Were you watching like Young Jeezy or something?
Nah, man, behind the scenes,
See
little
if
pump.
you don't.
Oh, no, Pump, I didn't know. Not her. Not her.
No, no, Tekashi
got
69
Chicago
behind
over
the
there.
scenes making the video, you know.
Is that Straddle? Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
Straddle.
thing you
Let me
watch
know
behind the
next
scenes is on porn.
Avi calls first to act with 988 deuce double suited.
They're entertaining.
Jack with the tens.
I want to get a porn star in my podcast.
Suited to the king.
Oh, I can make that.
Who?
can I fuck up porn star on your podcast?
I could 100%.
Did you listen to the new?
I could 100% make it
They
happen.
had one of the
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be another
Tim Ferriss. He had a
flipped
really,
around
really
pot.
good podcast with one of
Ah,
the
man.
bunnies from the
Didn't
Bunny
you
Ranch.
learn a big line
It
of
was
the fuck
actually
race?
sick. It was a super good podcast.
Interesting, and then it was a little too much for me. Like I just.
Palmer comes
being
in with
that
the raise.
role,
Ah,
like,
they
in
would.
that role for too long.
Like, I
like,
wish I had a
don't know.
stack.
Okay,
If I had a
good to
stack,
get that.
it
It was
like
for a while. Like I do
fucking
agree, and
calling
then
you
I
and just
start to like.
taking your money. Actually, if I had a stack, I
feel
would
bad,
have
I
raised.
guess. I don't know.
It would be a
Like,
3-bet
how
pot.
much do you
Yeah,
think?
Give me
Fuck
that.
you,
No, I
screw
realize
it,
it, bro.
and that's fine. Like some repression and stuff, but it's just like it's
That
hard
was
to.
losing, huh?
I
Got
don't
that
know.
nice little thing.
Middle of summer, I'm freezing,
With
baby.
4, 5, 6,
Believe me,
7. There's a
baby.
bit of a
Colder than
decision.
the rock is that?
Tons of money and
Oh,
then being
man.
responsible and
Raise.
entrepreneurial. I don't think
And he raises.
I think you're right. I think for
Maybe I
me
can
it
still
was
do
just
it.
hard.
Get the bag. I get the
You know what I'm
bag.
saying?
Bubble.
Okay.
He's probably hoping to isolate Armor.
Oh, what the
And
fuck, bro?
this podcast
Bruh.
are
also,
very
he
real.
probably
Bruh.
determined that's been
Bruh.
since it's been lived around. Armor could be
Yeah.
raising light.
It's
Ooh.
interesting to have like Tim Ferriss.
Laying the
there,
gauntlet
too,
down
like,
low.
he's
You're not
acting-
winning.
It's just so two different
Winning.
worlds.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
So I bet my hand for sure.
Snap.
$5 side bet. Come what you have. Take what I
Oh,
have.
he's a great. I mean, he's.
And he does have position on Armor once again.
I can't lie.
I know
You
that's
can't lie.
But if you lie about this, then you're just like,
If
I have a really
Position
bad
is
hand.
very
I'd be a
important
funny
with yellow.
My hand's not that good, but it's.
if everyone
so than
was
no
playing well
limits.
that way, like my hand might be okay, but
So your hand's probably better than mine.
I mean, if
Your
everybody
hand's better
likes
than
their hand,
I think your hand's better than
What do
mine.
you need that count for?
I'd have it pretty
What do you
bad.
got? What do you want to know?
It's a lot
If a
of
bad you use probably like my hand, like to me my hand was like a monster,
Very
but
accurate.
it was
count.
really bad.
Close to a point flip with just 7 high.
Oh,
He flops a pair in the bottom rack. Armor has top pair, but can't imagine him being too thrilled with just the top pair. On a pretty wet board. Goes check, check.
Magic. You back to magically make it disappear. Hey, you look really stoned.
Flush
Magic
comes in,
high
the
as
8
fuck.
comes in. That card really hurts
That's
Joey.
what I like, baby. That's what I like to hear. Oh, yeah, it's over.
Fortunately for him, Amr doesn't have a flush or a full house, so he's actually still drawing to some life cards. That's out 350.
this is more exciting.
Amr makes the call.
Middle of summer, I'm freezing, baby.
Joey gets there. I don't know if he'll necessarily go value. It will be a really thin value bet.
You can beat Ace King 9-10.
Yeah, he's checking it back.
Straight.
I have eights. I have fucking eights. I say I have fucking eights.
It's a good check.
We could
It
beat a
wasn't
lot more
over,
than ace queen.
actually.
Why do you have to get fucking wild with this when I have pocket ace?
Avi a little irritated.
I think it was
You
eights
had to
and not
fold
nines.
the eights.
But if not, I owe you
Turn
money.
quads.
It's 8, 9 deuce double suited. Could have been 9, 9, 8 deuce.
Even if it was an 8, you'd still.
Oh yeah, even 8.
No, I have a flush.
Flush, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 8, 8, 9
So you
deuce.
guys bet against your own hands.
What else?
8, 9 deuce double suited. So I know to me that's a monster.
You're not gonna
And I-
regret it?
You call me Trippy.
Yeah, I was definitely right.
I had another Broadway.
And-
Joe, remember we were talking about
Yeah,
that
definitely.
earlier?
3 Broadways, you're ready?
Depending
I know, I'm not, I don't
No,
think
no,
it's
no,
so
that's
good.
strictly
It's not for
subjective.
me, I swear.
Let's just
It's
take their
not my
word for it.
style.
But how are you gonna randomly select?
Like, I've tried it, but I just don't like
Yeah,
it.
Joey is.
Yeah, we're all in, dude.
Not
I get Poppy at
Pineapple.
9
Hey,
points.
wait,
He's not
No,
putting
it's
the
okay.
cards in
Pineapple.
the right spot.
To play pineapple?
Yeah.
We've had the dealer
Round of pineapple?
try to explain it.
No, I
Hopefully
don't
it gets
think
We
better.
have to
Absolutely
escrow
not.
all your Bitcoin, you know?
I have really little
Like, just
thing.
be cool.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do.
Or Litecoin or
It's
whatever.
gotta be the same girl though. You gotta control that.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course
Is it a
of course.
straddle?
It's a straddle 20.
I
Yes.
mean, I'll go
raised
second
the
just,
pot.
you know,
All right, 80.
get warmed up. You know?
I got me in this one. I don't know. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that'll be the ultimate short, you know? You know what's gonna happen, so you short yourself.
Dylan raises with ace, queen, jack, 9.
Short too.
Short literally. And financially.
I need to borrow some of that Viagra for an upcoming day here with this profit I'm gonna work out with Andrew.
Hey,
I'm down.
okay. And
Hey,
no,
them shits
and
are
no,
expensive.
and no,
Okay.
no artificial
You have to-
performance
you
have to-
enhancers.
I need to
Armor
get one. You think I
calls.
can get one with a doctor? Give me one?
How much?
80.
Alright, you have to.
Viagra,
You're one
with
of
a
those
doctor
guys,
give me a
huh?
prescription?
What?
Joey calls as
Yeah,
well.
I should get a prescription.
Yeah, then your insurance will cover
I don't
it.
know what is
Yeah,
wrong
like,
with
it's
you.
really
I thought you were
expensive. It
talking
costs like
about
over
something
10
else.
Oh, sorry.
I
Yeah,
pay
you're
like
right.
10.
Uh,
Yeah, but they're...
Getting out of
I
line.
ain't trying to take
In
my
the
money,
Miami
huh?
bathroom, it cost me 15.
6 players.
6. My friend.
I was really drunk. I was like, he's like, I'll give you 5
Wow,
for
this is
65. I'm like,
a lot of
alright,
people.
alright.
Check, check,
So happy
check.
that
Give me a little deal there.
Get him, Wayne.
225.
Get him, Wayne.
Wayne's World, party on. Excellent.
Get him, Wayne.
Can't see Wayne's
Wayne,
cards, but
Yeah,
he
there's 3 more
bet
Wayne,
out.
listen, I like to hear your new comments.
on the
Yeah, you
flop.
don't have it yet. You gotta get.
How does
You
it feel
gotta
to be
get
one of the
Tim.
best at PLO?
What are you talking
I'm
about?
just being serious right now. I heard you doing commentary. You were good. You were good yesterday.
That was dope.
Repeat, Mr.
Yeah, it was
Mr.
all-
Repeating lines. How does it feel to be
225.
one of the best? If I said that one to you.
Oh, yeah, I did
How's
hear
it
that
feel,
comment.
Wayne?
I
What was that
appreciate it, but I
comment?
just don't believe
Let me
it.
ask you a question.
What do you say,
Wayne,
he's a
all right?
robot?
So what time do you wake up in the morning?
Nowadays, like 9?
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, let me play this hand. I got some more questions about that. Okay. I really want to know.
I really don't think.
I want to know
Check.
more about
This
Wayne.
guy, you got the 90s.
That's
That's
actually
in sync in my
NSYNC.
head,
That's not
yeah.
actually
Oh, that was
my
in
sync.
sync.
Yeah,
Dylan
it's
turns
gonna
2
be
pairs.
clean.
Check.
Goes check, check.
Dun, dun, dun. Heart, soul, energy, determination.
Dylan goes for value,
You're, dwindling.
even though
How is it?
there's a possible straight out there.
No. Really?
Do what you add on if you want.
I want a short stack.
No, he likes short stack. He does.
I like short stack.
I was telling. I did the scouting report on
You
Joey.
didn't take me for a man. You didn't take me for a man that enjoyed short stacking.
You look like you like the short stack.
You just get in and let it run, right?
That's racial profiling.
Yesterday, he was pounding the table. He was like, "I love short stacks,
Yeah,
man." He
Tough
threw the
spot.
cards around.
I'm a short stack
Overlay
type of kind of
protection.
guy.
He does
His
beat
head
some in his draws. He beats me 7, 8,
I love
10.
short stacker.
You could tell How do because we he was like tilt throwing his Joey? chips away. Joey, how do you tilt?
You didn't watch yesterday's podcast? Or-
I watched the first like 20 minutes.
How do I tilt?
Yeah, there's a
Go to the
clip.
last
We got-
hour and a half.
we got like a
He
monkey
makes the
tilter,
correct
Wait, 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 I called.
a nitty tilter.
What happened?
The hand against Kitty. You can go to
My river call against Mike Boogie the last hand
that was-
may have been like,
that was terrible.
like,
That was really bad.
Thank you.
I was gonna
I
rub it
don't
in.
think you're supposed to think about it having a pair, right?
What?
I think a pair is a.
do you want to bring up bad play?
Yeah.
Is that?
Get a pair.
I love it. I love it.
I've got.
Oh, yeah,
some.
dude, you got ammo for
The
sure.
3
I got
pairs
some
brought
ammo for
out
sure.
some straights.
I understand. But I'm trying to think of like, it was like lived and then he raised
But
and
look,
called
you got
and then
potential.
called the flop
Yeah, I
something.
think so.
I'm like,
You got potential.
Oh, he lived
I
three
think you do.
no.
I just count.
I think you're hard on yourself. I
Maybe.
think you got potential.
I just count on my
I'm not sure.
period.
I thought you had a lot of 2 pairs.
Yeah.
It's a makeup for all my technical.
You got the experience.
Yeah, I do. I
You
do.
got life experience.
I do.
You know.
I do. And I
You've been in a lot of situations where you've had to do this, had to do that.
probably
so.
played more high stakes below than
See?
from 2000.
Kings is hard because I actually
Nine
played
to-
that's what, yeah, that's what I was,
Everyone here
I'm not sure.
that weights us
I don't know.
towards like,
Not sure.
live.
You don't,
Live.
I don't think he's betting aces, Ron. You bet your aces.
Yeah.
I bet 2 pair for value.
Most of these guys are like
That's
14.
okay, right?
I know, he said like, I didn't use his middle.
Yeah,
No, because if you have a
10
two
years
pair
old
lower,
in-
two pair
in
can
college. In college,
Amber
yeah,
had a
yeah.
beard like that when he made.
Who raised?
Wayne.
What dorm
How's it feel being one of the best?
Wait,
I gotta know.
What dorm did you live in?
I gotta know, Wayne. I gotta know, Wayne. I gotta know.
Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa?
Wayne
I was
raises.
in Santa Cruz.
Gotta know, Wayne.
And
Where's Santa
Armor
Cruz?
called.
FT.
FT,
And
fuck
Joey
up.
picks up aces and
Yeah.
fours
Happy
on
to,
the button.
I'm happy to double you up here, Wayne.
When I was there, like,
he's
I have
rebetting there.
55 raise on seat 4.
oh, this is serious.
85 plus 30. Oh, 105.
Wow, you getting
Yeah,
out of line?
Oh, how much?
135. 155.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're just trying to bully him, huh?
Honestly,
Jack
mistake,
has
honestly. I don't
kings
know.
on
I'm happy with the money in the pot.
That's an
line.
intimidation angle.
I'm happy with the
thinking
money in the
about
pot. I really am. I'll be honest.
If you won this pot, just this,
I'm not in it.
every day you'd be happy.
And he makes the call.
Jump.
Good living.
Right? Make a $300-400. No stress.
All right, Joey.
You grind.
Can you leave this
Wayne
here right
calls,
beside
Armor
What
calls
flop?
as
What
expected.
flop do I need? I'm not sure. What do you need, Wayne?
Well, I
Three
have
deuces.
Tell us, Wayne. What do you need,
I'm
Wayne?
not saying
Come on.
anything.
Looks like Wayne.
Every little thing you do.
Queen 3-5.
625.
2 clubs.
You're gonna get that shit in my head now.
Decent
My hand
flop
was not
for
good. My hand
Wayne,
is approved, for sure.
but
You got like 4 or 5 behind?
5 million. 5 million. What you gonna do about it, kid?
5 million.
Jack bets out and Wayne just folds.
Yeah, you know they printed a new $1 million chip at the bank?
So raise.
There's everybody's bankroll.
What's your hat say?
Armor with top 2
Plan.
I think so.
1250.
It's like the wind, but
and puts
clean.
in a raise.
I like that.
Okay, let's go cancel now. 50 more, but
People don't get it right.
Like Quine.
yeah, 50 more. So, you raise, right?
I just raised. I
I'm
didn't.
not gonna lie, Quinn's usually
Yeah,
not
so
spelled
50
that
more.
way.
Yeah. For the win rate.
Your
Usually
parents
like
made big
with
on
a
that
Q,
one. No,
but
we're
it's
gonna
okay.
take it to the top.
I respect it.
625, 1250.
Oh, Jablowski.
Hey, Joey, take your time, bro.
Joey's deciding his
I'm
options.
fucking around, guys. Just go, oh man. Shit.
He's like, look, man, he has a right.
Alright, clock.
No, you're right. You're right.
Clock, clock.
You're
Hey, clock, clock.
He has a decent amount of time to speculate.
I only said it because I said it to him on the folds when he was taking 20 minutes to fold.
Well, you know,
Like now it's legitimate.
Hey,
Before
no,
it
but-
wasn't.
but-
So now
but
like,
even think about it, you do call the clock. He's not coming here for 5 minutes. It's gonna be a minute.
Exactly.
He's still got 6 minutes. Or probably 3.
oh, he was right. I can't
Yeah.
believe he left.
Yeah. They started doing shot clocks at juniors, right?
Yeah, I think you have 4.
Might be behind.
I would
All
never.
right,
Yeah, I would
once or
never.
twice,
I would never play a tournament
What do you
without.
want?
It's
And
just
Joey folds.
Twice?
Okay.
I got flush draw?
All in a full call is gonna
You have top
gonna
2?
raise twice.
Really alive.
It's an exact coin flip on the flop.
We got set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jack Rivers is
be
set.
like,
Oh, we're super live. That's 3 of a kind.
wow. Dude.
And Jack scoops.
You're like a gypsy fortune
Makes
teller.
trips on the second run out.
That's some shit, huh?
This is a bad beat
And
table.
that's all bad.
That's it. It's not a bad handle. He's got a bottom pair, kings, a flush draw.
No, it's good.
Joey,
It was like he was calling it.
Disgruntled.
That is right. Joey would have gotten
make the
a
straight
boat on
twice,
the
huh,
second
kid?
run.
This is what
Five.
you want, right?
He makes a straight on the first.
This is out of line, bro. This is
I had
perfect.
Jack 10, 6, 7 with 6
They're both fine full. I had ace,
What'd you have?
Seven.
ace, 4, 4.
8,
I did what you needed to do.
10, 11.
What?
Pull
My
the
pot,
trigger.
like I.
I needed
11,
you to go all in,
45.
him to fold, and then me to fold.
Exactly.
11,
That's true.
50. I'll give you back 5.
You had ace 4 4. That's close.
No.
No, do you have 1 club in your hand?
Right?
One, actually, I got 4.
11, 45.
I know.
I don't know the right answer. I have to sit down and figure it out.
That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like
I'd
it's
have to-
close,
I'd
right?
have
It
to
ain't
call.
like it's not
It's not
good.
slam dunk. You got
Probably with his raise it's a fold. But I'm not.
I forgot about Joey there.
Yeah, you're literally
I only want to hear the
confused.
GTO
Yeah.
responses actually.
I was like, what is he doing? I was like,
I forgot he had a hand. I was like, let's get it in.
Dude,
know?
you willed those cards to victory, man. You're like, and I know it's gonna be. I'm really live now. It's coming
I don't know how to
through.
play it. I only play luck.
Yes, boom. It was like, now I'm gonna get through.
You just took one of mine.
You so easily have
Best
it.
pizza Maga.
I'm in.
Mulberries is the best pizza in LA.
Mulberry? Where is that?
Mulberries. They have
That berries.
Beverly Hills.
Berries
Berries
Cafe.
is solid too.
Berries Cafe.
They have one in Beverly Hills. They have one in the Valley. They have 2 in Beverly Hills, 1 in the Valley.
Mulberries?
2 in the Valley actually. Mulberries, the best pizza in LA. It's probably the best pizza in the world,
You
man.
create bots that mine.
Is it like,
though.
what kind of pizza is it? Is it like
Don't those
the...
exist probably? Don't those exist probably?
I guess.
I feel like we can use bots or something.
King Queen 10-8 for Avi.
Can definitely open this if he wants.
He's been limping a lot
Create some
though.
Instagram
Yeah,
bots.
Like where his head is at.
I mean, I
I
know
know.
these
I know. I
exist.
can create some Instagram.
I know these exist. But
I would raise with Dylan's hand here, and he does. Just
Give it a
hoping
shot
to
out.
isolate.
Jack's coin.
Jack's coin.
Yeah, anytime you're in middle position,
I think that's
there's
actually
still
a thing,
players
Jack's
behind you
coin.
left
Yeah,
to
Jack's
act
coin.
out.
It's out
You know,
there.
I'm
There's
really
five.
hoping to fold them out and just open.
What do you think about Wayne's hand in position
Yeah,
with 3
again?
straight?
That's not that good.
Would you
One
fold
out,
that hand?
second
I would
coach.
fold that hand.
Yeah, I mean,
And he.
you know, he's got 3
Two.
to straight, but
Let me just
his
double
other
up, and I'm
cards way
gonna
disconnected.
have a
and,
Yeah,
You want one?
obviously,
45,
suits don't
right?
matter
Yeah.
when
Whatever you're drinking, I'm
hand is
drinking.
10 high.
yeah.
40 total or
10 8
45?
4.
I put 45.
Watch out for the dangler.
2 4s on the flop.
And he.
8 6 9. That is top 2 for Wayne
That's the greats on the
with a backdoor flush draw.
Dylan has
And
the
a straight draw.
though. Dylan just flops the joint.
So Dylan and Wayne are going to put some money in here. Avi could as well. Avi has a gutter to the nuts as well as a gutter to a 10 high straight, and then actually everybody has something here. Amber has 2
Yeah.
pair with a straight draw and a 2 backdoor flush draws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amr should be able to get away though. His hand is not that strong.
but
on
the way this action goes, where he has 2 pair as well as everything else, I don't think he's folding here.
he probably won't fold, but I would fold his hand.
You would fold this hand just
I would
because
fold his hand.
everything's too marginal.
There's no playability on the turn. There's no good turn for him unless he
What about an
spikes a
8?
6 or 8.
Yeah.
Aside from that, like any overcard is going to be a scare card for him.
I guess a 5 of clubs or a 5 of spades
Yeah,
is
I mean,
okay.
but that's just being really hopeful, you know.
And whoever the other player was who had something as well got away. I forget who that was. And it is the 5 of spades. I just said that. And now
But
Amr
now
is
he's
in there.
trouble, but he's up
Yeah.
against the nut straight, you know. He just,
And Dylan has a spades cover too.
yeah.
And so Amr is essentially, if everybody stays in this hand, Amr is only drawing to a 6. An 8 would give Wayne a higher boat. Dylan already has a higher straight. A 10 would be a chop, and so yeah, there's Wayne does fold, and now Amr is stuck in there. He's got a straight, and he has a flush draw, and so still only 12% here. He needs to hit exactly a 6 or an 8. Sorry, now that Wayne's out, he can hit a 6 or an 8,
Yeah.
or maybe there's some cards he could bluff.
This is the perfect situation for Dylan.
I mean, you shouldn't raise here, and you can't really fold once you call a flop. But he's going to raise. Oh, no.
Wow.
He's going to put them all in, and Dylan has the nuts with a redraw.
2 times.
Bad news for Amr here. Dylan's most likely going to win a huge pot here.
Yeah.
88% favorite here. They're going to run it twice. That goes to Dylan.
I think the mistake was on the flop. I mean,
Oh,
he-
they're gonna chop the second one. So, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be a 3/4.
He really could have gotten away on the flop, I believe.
So I 3/4.
So Dylan is going to win half of his stack because of that's how the math works when you 3/4 someone. So basically both stacks go in, and you divide it up into 4. Dylan gets half of his, or sorry, Amr gets half of Dylan's stack back, and the rest of the pot goes to Dylan. So this is going to be a $5,900 pot, and $4,400 of it is going to go to Dylan, where Amr is going to get returned about $1,500, a little less than $1,500. So regardless, Dylan could have won a bigger pot, but he still wins a pretty decent pot.
From your stack.
So I guess that was one of those situations where Amr wasn't really sure, but he just thought, you know what, sometimes I'm chopping, sometimes I'm free rolling.
not as crazy. But
I'm very often dominated, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go with it.
I mean, he ran into the worst hand possible. He probably thought his
At the
flush
very
outs
least,
were
his flush
good,
draw was good. Yeah. I mean, his 6-8 were those are the 2 cards that were good.
I mean,
he was hoping that a 6, an 8, or a spade would all be good,
Yeah.
and then he's also hoping that maybe we're chopping with the same straight. But most of those things were not true.
okay.
Yep.
And,
really bad second row would be a
he's
6 right?
lucky for him, he actually saves a quarter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
sorry,
don't know.
that would have been a vote. I didn't see that.
There's like a lot or not.
So nice spot for Dylan there.
okay.
Very fortunate.
And he's played the hand well as well.
So where do you think Ammer's biggest mistake was? Was it
On the flop.
calling pre-flop, or was it calling on the flop, or was it shoving on the turn?
Calling the flop was fine since he had pot odds. I think he was closing the action. Or no, he was small blind. So.
He was second to last.
Yeah, second to last. I think you can call the pre-flop, but on the flop, when it's multi-way on that particular board, I'm folding bottom 2. They're just
Oh, so you're
too
saying
many
flop,
hands.
he should have folded, you're saying?
Yeah, on the flop he should have folded.
Bottom 2 can be dangerous.
Exactly, and there's just no good cards.
Bottom 2 with a bottom straight draw.
I mean, he got the best card he was hoping for on the turn, and it turns out it
and
hurt
he
him.
still got hurt. So there was no actual card on the turn that could give him the
All the
nuts.
entertainment is
Exactly.
gone.
Rush Live something.
Do 3 flops, 3 turns, 3 rivers, and then you get a point.
Anyway,
Oh, I've heard of that.
Okay, he has a flush shot.
Joey with a 1 gap.
That's the only hand we can see, unfortunately.
So when you have
I think that's a tough
4 connected cards with a gap,
I might
I-
also-
Plus, you gotta show
where
that
do you want the gap to be ideally?
On the low end, ideally, but
So you want like 6, 8, 9, 10?
that would be better than
It's
6, 7,
definitely not bluffing me. Like, I do I look like I fold? Like,
You're self-aware. That's good.
Jack 5 gives 2 hearts,
I'm
top
not
set for
bluffing me,
Quinn
that's
here.
for sure.
And
You
he
gotta
has a
be like retarded
flush
to
draw,
book me.
but it's not
Maybe
gonna
the
be
dumbest
good
thing you
enough.
ever did in your life.
And, yeah, nobody else has anything.
Well,
really
I know we
good.
had at least one retard here. I'm waiting for it.
Let's have a game over
Shout out to
here.
my sister.
Thank you.
No, it's true. I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, I made peace with it. What is it? Yeah, on the Facebook page a little bit.
hands that are
Definitely
very
got-
playable. The only times I really
When I used the wrong
deviate from that
You
is
see
when
that?
you know I'm
So, you see my
isolating
hands?
a certain player
They were all
and
that
I'm
Oh, you're good. You're first.
playing a position or taking
I'm
advantage
grinning at you.
Yeah, it was
of a certain
all
dynamic.
It's gonna open.
But-
Probably plays more shorthanded play.
Right, but for the most part, in the live settings, it's so
Take
often
it
that
easy,
you
baby.
multi-way, you really
Believe
have
me,
to
dude.
Leave you, babe.
get in there with hands that
like buy an ad. They're like, you want to go
You
check
make
out
that
more?
make, yeah,
I'm like,
tend to
Middle of
make
summer, I'm
nutty hands.
freezing,
so much
baby.
money, dude.
We get a count
Go
on
back
that
to the
eight.
90s. I'll do some Will Smith.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Who raised it? Wayne?
I did.
What are those green chips?
There's nothing.
2 million.
They're nothing.
Oh.
Wayne with aces here.
I don't think I'm supposed to call with this. I'm not gonna call with this.
covers.
I'm not gonna
Abby
call.
with a nice looking
Can't wait
hand.
till we play
Andrew's
one
got
big point,
kings.
2 big points.
think you right? You can.
Fold.
That's,
Wayne doesn't
that's a
like
big
being
game.
It looks like Avi actually folded.
That's a big game.
His ace, king,
I'm very
queen.
hot right now.
He would have
Yeah.
been in a little bit of trouble here.
And
In this situation, if I were Andrew, I actually would have
But yeah,
3-bet
I
it,
know
even
how to
though it's
capture
incorrect, knowing that Wayne
guys, I
has
hope you guys don't mind
aces.
if I play music.
But
Just because he's short and you want to get it
Right.
heads up.
right,
And this is actually a really good flop for Wayne here. He's got aces, he's got a gutter, he's got a backdoor and a flush draw. Andrew's going to call, and look at this. Andrew turns trips. This is bad news for Wayne. Andrew's all in, or Wayne's all in. Andrew calls, drills the 4 on the turn.
say
I
something
can't play
about
music. I'm
that.
not allowed.
Watch out for the dangler.
They come in a lot.
Blame me. Say that I asked you not to.
Oh man,
The queen on the river is irrelevant.
what happened here?
Avi would have
danglers.
won the hand with his queen if he was in there.
Aces over king.
Oh, I had a
Andrew
queen. I would have won it all.
wins with a 4, cracks Wayne's aces. That's what happens in your short stack, you know. You could get doubled a lot because people are going to put it in light, but you also could get felted because people are going to put it in light, right? It's you can argue that it's high variance playing short stack.
They're super skilled.
I would agree, and actually,
I can hear my
The-
ex calling.
you really should change your strategy a lot if you're going to be short stacking. But I'm not sure.
Prevent all these like bad shit.
I think so for sure. I'd say it would be impossible for there not to be right now.
Yeah.
But
That's
bring it on, bots.
That's not good for
motherfuckers.
the
I'm ready to
game.
play.
They got bots.
Sure, yeah.
Don't say that, Joey.
That's 2 hands in a row. I have a flush in my hand. That's pretty good, right?
I'm just saying that.
What do you mean?
I think those bots. They don't. I don't think
Jack
they
raises the button, Queen 10-9, 6 double suited, Queen flats.
Usually it's like
8, 9, 9, 10.
almost for sure.
And they usually probably reel in like
I'm saying
Right.
the
like a regular home game. Right? Home games usually have.
Yeah.
But what's the
I
rate
guess
over
if
there?
you're writing a lot, you want to play
No, we're not.
Compared to, it's pretty much on par with every other side.
Why would you?
Yeah, right. I
it's
think
literally
that-
Just play so
Jack
many
picks
hands
up
online,
a
you
flush
play
draw on the turn.
I think that's like
Queen opts to get into
That's
it.
true, but I mean,
ACR, they have rate.
And he
Why?
delivers.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
I-
then-
I
guarantee you the
I think
best
on there, so
bots,
it's just 'cause
the most
some work
earning
before
money
and-
bots are
Yeah,
not
I
like.
think we talking about the site a lot for
That could be
on the
true.
story and Instagram.
I mean, and
Twitter
it
helps
doesn't
out.
even
Bring people to the site all the time.
No. I mean, but then you'd have
Yeah,
to
if
write
you
a
have
lot.
rake back, it's a different story. Then
That's what I'm saying. You
But
can
glad
grab
you
break even
what I'm
play
saying
if
is,
you're
yeah, I
playing,
know, of course.
if you're playing enough. You know,
But you'd have to have
Well,
like
that's
a big
what
AI
happens in
component.
ACR, so you find a lot of they have the beast program and
You would have to
give
do
you
like
bonus
machine
points if
learning
you
things.
score on the top 100 leaderboard, you get points too. So there's a lot of people that grind
Maybe
for
like that.
What do you mean you're bad at marketing? You're doing a great job right now.
Why?
Program
You're
that
great at marketing. What are you talking about?
Like the heads up one.
Yeah, for like
that
the
one
top
should be
people
GTO.
that are psychotic.
For like a
players.
6,
It's not
No,
like
no,
the
no.
best right
No,
now.
no, no. I'm just saying you're doing a good
Cash
job of
game
talking
one,
about
like,
ACR.
oh.
And earlier you said you were bad at marketing. So I'm giving you aware, or just like I'll hang out in random.
I thought that was pretty
for a week or
masterful.
two if I have friends.
By you?
that'll get me into it, Just because
By you?
Yeah, and the turn bet was
Eclectic
it
dude.
was part of the story. It just didn't work out, you know?
it's I don't know. It's fun. You
I'll
get
tell
to
you
live
after the
a
session.
completely different life. instead of
Totally.
just feeling
It's
like
obviously fucking.
Even like you're living.
Yeah, but I'm a white dude
Decent
when I
out.
show up, so I'm a tourist no matter what, right? But you can do your best to at least be
Did you learn to speak some of the language for over there?
a very small amount.
Are you gonna try to learn more this time?
Raise.
Probably. I mean, just enough to
Not
get
even
I still know
saying.
enough
When
to
you
get
flipped
around.
Yeah.
when you flipped your handle, I think you said
25
ace
to go.
king. I was like, oh,
Oh.
I love a call. I'm gonna fucking straight.
25 to go, yes.
Dylan with a pretty good looking hand.
Got him.
Straight.
Pretty good
I thought you, like, made a
playability,
good call.
double suited, some connectivity.
I was
Pretty much
I just
hot
limp.
I was like,
arbitrary.
oh, I got
Everyone
one.
else.
Feeling yeah, you're not feeling okay.
You're not English. I'll speak for him.
I just
It's a 4-card game, sir. You play hands this game. That's what's great about it.
Merlot's Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna drink it.
Ace, king, 3. That is top 2 for Wayne.
How much do you start with?
$1 million.
Do you have a water jug?
Dylan might continue with 2 backdoor flush draws, top pair,
Joey,
and
did
better
you get
here.
your,
Okay,
drink?
Dylan's
Yeah, I got
gonna
one
bet.
right here. Yeah, yeah. Cheers,
There we
guys.
go. Cheers.
And let's see. I think on this texture, Wayne should just be calling, right?
Cheers, guys.
Yes. If you're raising this flop,
Thank you for hosting.
what are you wrapping? You know, you're either wrapping set, top 2, or once in a while, queen jack 10, right?
What do you do for a job? I don't even know.
That's a
You're like
queen on the turn. That
You're like one of those under.
I'm gonna do
is the only.
Are you one of those? Yeah, I was gonna say, are you one of those like money launderers?
I mean, that's 2 pair for Dylan. So
And if you are, it's gonna be
he's
kind
not
of.
super
I mean,
excited
I
about it.
I mean,
He's the reason they raided the bike last
Yeah.
So Wayne has the best hand here. 2 pair versus 2 pair.
Dylan checks, then Wayne should go
I should
for
do
a
like, you know how
or
when Ryan
for
does
value
like,
bets.
on the show, he
Exactly.
makes up something. That's all I was
I'm not sure if
I'm a
Dylan would check.
Llama wholesaler.
Maybe Dylan will, like a block
I would
bet
opt
here.
to check.
Yeah,
I
he
would
checks
opt to
better.
check.
that woman,
a great
Andrew,
business,
remember the
right?
woman we talked about?
Wayne
She
checks,
literally
then he check
just texted
back.
me, like this lineup for what
You
they
have
have coming up.
you do like.
I mean, it's okay, I guess. At that point, you should know your hand's
I kinda
good.
love her.
You should know
Yeah,
your
you
hand
gotta
is good, and
try
plus
that.
your
It's
short
only
stack, you
female
don't have to
in the
worry
team.
too much about
Yeah.
getting raised. And is Dylan really going to play 10 jack that way? Is it really?
Or a set of 3s or
I
something.
love how
He
you're
would
much more
just
PC than Mark
continue to bet
was.
the turn.
Right.
The thing is, when he said what
You don't have girls dressed
So
like
Wayne
that. at the
might have
high
lost
school.
like 100 or so in value there.
Yeah.
when he said what he
I don't
said.
know if Dylan.
The Viagra's still in my system, so don't. I can't think of it.
That's the only thing is that when Dylan checks that the turn to river, if Wayne does bet, say he value bets small, there's not really any bluffs, right? Because he's either calling,
Text him back. Tell him I said hello. He's probably watching him.
and there's Andrew. Let's see what-
What's up, Dennis? What's
Andrew
happening?
is here. He is back.
We got another.
I don't think so.
Double shot.
Whoa.
Oh,
Dude,
getting
it was
freaky,
great.
huh? Getting freaky.
So it's 9-handed now,
Just
right?
trying to help.
No, 8-handed.
8-handed. Okay. So fine.
Ace, Jack, 10, 8, 4 clubs. We're gonna keep it 8-handed today.
Okay.
I know.
You
I
want to
just saw
create
that
some better
too,
action
So. It's crazy.
than 9-handed.
Getting crazy.
My friend one time, I got arrested and he was in the car with me.
So I'm worth a good hand, other than having all the
Yeah.
suit.
I was
Yeah,
being
it's
an
still a good
asshole.
hand. Yeah.
So when I get arrested, I'm parked in front of my house, basically in front of my brother's house. They wouldn't let my friend take the car, and it was like 6 in the morning. We were playing poker all night, and he had his phone was
Wayne
dead
with
in his
queen,
car,
queen,
and
7-7
car. So he made my
with a
friend
suit.
walk home at like 6 in the morning. He was like 3 miles away.
Good enough to call.
Benji. Imagine Benji guys walking at 6 in the morning.
So funny.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna order a bunch of sodas.
He's not invited to worse than mine.
That is a flush draw
Some water,
and
man.
a gutter,
No water.
and a
I have
hammer,
tums, do you need some tums?
but he has his own
Xanax.
blockers. Wayne has the best hand at the moment.
Yes,
Can
enough
he
flush
hang
draw
on?
and
Want some edibles?
Yeah.
I probably don't actually.
I don't know.
It sucks though when you have your own blockers.
Yeah.
I never had a Xanax in my life.
And
Really?
2 of the 7s are in Wayne's
Greatest thing
hand.
to ever.
Now,
ever created.
if you have your own blockers,
Two
like,
daggers here, huh?
like the case right here,
Good for the game.
would you be more? Would you play it the same way as you would if you just had an unflushed draw, or would you be more inclined? Like if this hand was Ace Jack 10 8, just with Ace Jack of clubs, would you be more inclined to
Yeah.
Oh, this is
play it more cautious in this case than you would if you didn't have your own
Andrew might be
blockers?
regretting that decision last night.
I actually haven't encountered that too often, but you would think that it's very unlikely that Wayne has a flush draw given you have all the clubs.
But what I mean is that like you're going to be less likely to hit your flush when you have your own blockers, and so you can say you need to play your hand more aggressively that way because you need to turn your hand into a bluff more often, or you can say the opposite and you might play it cautious if you don't want to turn your hand.
I would be more aggressive because it's very unlikely that Wayne has a flush draw to continue on this
So you
board.
try to get him off his hand.
And on this board, unless he has a flush draw or 7-8 or a set,
Classing it up.
it's very likely you'll get through.
All right, Chardonnay.
So Amber's going to keep barreling here.
I swear, he's like, hey, what are you gonna drink? I'm like,
This is an
"You want
interesting
beer?"
spot
"Nah,
because
you
if
don't want
Wayne
to drink, like
shoves,
vodka,
then
Red
Amber
Bull,
has
or
to call.
shots." He's like, I'm gonna do wine. I'm like,
but
oh, wine's not a bad idea.
Amber is,
You know, I can go to shots after
I don't know if
wine.
Wayne can do it.
yeah. I mean, Amber's, he's barreling his bluff, but at the same time has an
Tell
idea,
Jack
obviously,
he's
to
on
call
the
off
one.
with a nut flush draw and a
Okay.
gutter.
Yeah.
So Dennis, I like it.
And Wayne, of course, does
Thank
fold
for
this.
thank you for that.
Amber with the barrel.
Thank you.
I love how Wayne brings it, trying to make the stacks as effectively short as he can with the stack up. Like, all right, how can I just have to not think tonight? I just want to be able to put my money in before the flop.
I had to think
You
for
like
that one.
Patrick Salazar. Joey is playing tomorrow night with David Benjamin. 25.